so you flew a straight line. Where they said there was few assignments to stay fighter out of Moody, and that's how I got into the Weasel, was to stay in the F4. It was that or possibly go to a white jet. I would much rather fly fighters anywhere. So it was a great deal staying operational. Went over back to PACAF. My first tour was in PACAF. And I tell you, that time in the 90th with the Diceman flying for 2 years, we had an excellent squadron commander there, Bucks Walters, and he trained to fight. So that when our mission was to go to North Korea, not a lot of SAMs up there, a couple SA2s and an SA5, but they knew we were coming, and they knew we were going to knock a hole in their systems. And even the generals in PACAF paraded in that squadron for the 90th. So being there and training with those guys, great group of men, and very hard on the brief, hard on the mission, and harder in the debrief to refine being where you needed to be. It was interesting back then with the Weasel mission at 88 to 90. Harm was a good missile, but for some reason we still trained a lot with Mavericks and Strikes. When we did get to Desert Storm, we predominantly carried the Harm until late in the war, and somebody got a bright idea. Hey, let's get those Strikes out. The guys were carrying Strikes, and a Shrike had a very limited frequency band, and you had to have the right missile for the right frequency band or you couldn't shoot a Strike. And they started carrying them up there, and they said, these things, we can't, fire them because we're in the wrong frequency band. Give us back our Harm. So after about 3 or 4 days at the end of Desert Storm, they downloaded those and realized the F4G Advanced Wild Weasel with a Harm was the best way to go to provide all the other airplanes in the air the best coverage. And there was a lot of missions where we were either limited, we'd been there and left, and then the system turned on when we ran out of gas, and the strikers learned to say Magnum just like they were a true Weasel. And those, if they were set it on an open freak, those Iraqis, their little sphincter clammed up and they hit the off switch faster than you could turn on a flashlight. So it was an interesting thing that we all learned, both strikers and Weasels.